Hello friends, welcome to Power BI World. In today's video, we will see how to create a calculated measures in Power BI. So before we start and create a calculated measure, let us see or let us understand what are measures in Power BI. So measures are used to do advanced calculation into Power BI by using a DAX expressions. So for example, if I want to create a revenue from year till date, I can use this DAX expression. So with the help of DAX expression, I can create a calculated field which will give me a year till date revenue or sales, the result that I want. Okay, so that is what measures are in Power BI. There are also aggregated functions. There are aggregated measures or aggregated functions into Power BI, like we can use sum, we can use average, we can use minimum, maximum, count. So these are the aggregated functions that are pre-built into Power BI. However, if you want to create some advanced calculations, so with the help of DAX expression, we can create advanced calculations into Power BI. Okay, so let's go to the Power BI desktop and create a simple calculations for us to understand what measures are in Power BI. So let's go to the Power BI desktop. Okay, so I am into Power BI desktop and I have two fields or two data that is uploaded into Power BI. One is my dates table and the other is your sample data. So now what I have to do is create a very simple calculated measure to show you how calculated measure works into Power BI. So there will be a video series which will be coming on DAX expression. So it will be like how we can create measures using DAX expressions into Power BI. So I won't go deep into creating measures into Power BI in this video. It will be a basic how we can create and how it looks when you create a measure into Power BI. A very simple DAX measures we are going to use and aggregated functions. And in coming video series, we will be working with DAX expressions with measures in deep. Okay, so let's see how we can create a basic measures into Power BI. So I have two tables. I will be using sample data to create some measures. So what I want is I have an option which says chats count. Okay, so if I just click a card and if I just want to see how many number of chats I have in this data, is showing me as 13k. Okay, so let's go to the display unit and we'll display this unit as none, so which is showing me 13,434 is the total chat counts that is there in this extract that we are using. Okay, so let's see how we can create a simple DAX measure. So what we will do is we will create a measure that will be sum of total chats that is showing here. Okay, so to do so, what I have to do is go to click on this table, the sample data, and click on new measure. So can you see when I hover to a new measure, it says write a DAX expression that calculates a value from your data. So if I click a new measure, it will give me and it will ask me to write a expression that I want to use. So this is how it will look like. Let's rename this to sum of chats, so we can understand that what we are looking for. And here I need to write a DAX query. So let's say I'll use an expression which says sum, and now it is asking me what you want to sum and from which table. Okay, so it's giving me dates table, it's giving me a sample data. So I want chats count from a sample data. I will just double click and I will close this bracket and click on OK. So once I click on OK, there will be a new measure which will be created and which will give the sum of total chats, sum of this chat counts. Okay, so if you see here, there is a measure which has been created which says sum of chat. Before that chat or before that column, it is showing a calculator, which means we have created a calculations and we have created a measure which we can identify basis this calculator sign. Okay, so let's see whether the total chats count what we have here and the total chat counts basis the sum or the measure that we have created will match or not. Okay, so let me take another card and just click on the sum of chat. Okay, so it is giving me the same amount of number that is there in the chats count. Okay, so instead what we have done is we have just created a very simple DAX expression, a calculated measure, a very simple calculated measure which is giving us the sum of total chats. Okay, so this is how we can create a calculated measure into Power BI. So there are lot many DAX expressions, so there are 200 plus DAX expression in Power BI that we can use to create our own calculations basis our requirements. Okay, so this video was all about creating a measure into Power BI. So we will be launching a video series that is using DAX expression for creating measures. So keep watching this space for more information on DAX expression and measures. That's all about in this video. Hope you like this video. Please comment below and subscribe to my channel. Have a great day.